traveler scrolling the late night universe of YouTube. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the YouTuberverse, the Party Pit. What we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass trilogy called God Said. Because he did not fucking say that. But we're gonna tell you what he did say. We stay stuck in the Old Testament around here. So we know what God said. So it'll be great. I am your hostess with the mostest, the Saint of Autumn, your Super Stone Sage, Sans Nikki Casagrat, and I am fantastic. So, welcome. Yeah, welcome. I have the 6 C's for whatever time it is where you are. I have cannabis, cigarettes, don't have coffee because I didn't make any, so feel free to make some. If not, I have a chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. So bring your animals. Watch out though, my cats are ninjas. Yeah, super ninjas. Did you see the one back there with no tail? She will assault you for no reason. Or maybe she just does that to me in Supersonic. She does attacks for no reason. I don't know. It's highly traumatizing. So, we are waiting for people to get here. I don't know if they're going to show, but I did drop the voice chat link to my friends on Discord, and I did not share out this link to my YouTube. So, I don't know who's going to show up, but I did find something, and it made me feel so much better about finding things in the Bible. It is in Nehemiah 8, and it's verse 8. And it says, and they read from the book of the law, translating it to give sense so that they might understand the reading. That's exactly what I'm doing. And see, Dot Bible says to do that. So that is what I am doing. So that's fantastic. And I forgot to change my description. I was supposed to add more hashtags, but I forgot to do that. And Miss Muddy's going to be highly upset with me. But that's okay. We'll push through. So, with now that we've done that, we are on the book of Isaiah. We are on chapter 3. And chapter 3 did not seem to be that long, although I think it's all in God voice. So I wish Miss Muddy was here because she loves God voice. Oh, there she is. Okay. I'm here in chat tonight. Too loud here. It's okay. You can do it next time. No worries. Hey, did you hear what I found in Das Bible that gives me permission to do exactly what I'm doing? It's in Nehemiah. Look, when I was talking to my dad, trying to find the beginning of Babylon, but I ran across Nehemiah, and Das Bible stopped at Nehemiah, and I read it, and it's Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 8. Yeah, I found something in the Bible, and it is exactly what I'm doing. I thought it was in Deuteronomy, but it's in Nehemiah, which is way past Deuteronomy, and I couldn't believe it. But it says, and they read from the book, from the law of God, translating it to give sense so they understand the reading. How fucking amazing is that? And that was before I ever read anything Nehemiah. I'm telling you, God told me to do it every day for like ever. Read the Bible out loud on camera. Yeah, every day. But isn't that fucking fantastic? I have permission. So now I know exactly where it is. So I could just point it out to people. Like the Bible says to do that. So I'm totally fantastic and I'm covered by the blood of God. Yeah. I got blood stains all over me. Yeah. Actually, no, that's kind of gross. Could you imagine if I came here every night covered in blood? Yeah, God is good all the time. Listen, it's crazy. So, is City coming tonight? We should ask her to come because, well, she never came except for that one time. And she only stayed for a minute. She should come and hang out. It'd be great. Maybe she's secretly watching. If you're secretly watching, my slutty friend, you should come and chat. Yeah. But now we're going to get off that and go back to Isaiah. And we're just going to read it like we're supposed to read it. We're going to leave out all the. If she's in Discord now, maybe I should ask her. Like, hey, do you want to come to my live stream? Hold on. Add people to the chat. I don't want to. No, I'm trying to do stuff. Yeah. But she might not. City. Wanna come to my dream? Should I? I'm gonna add a question mark. Yeah. Okay, we asked her that way. Oh, I thought she was on Discord. Son of a Mitch. Maybe she's in Discord now. Well, we added her anyway. Who knows? Okay, so let's get to Isaiah before I troll my chat anymore. Okay, so okay, so we're still in God voice.
Uh, Hold on. So, verse 22 of chapter 2 says, "Stop regarding man, whose breath of life is in his nostrils. For why should he be esteemed? For behold, the Lord God of hosts is going to remove Jew land and Judah, both supply and support, for the whole supply of bread and the whole supply of water. The mighty man and the warrior, the judge and the prophet, the diviner and elder, the captain of 50 and the honorable man, the counselors and the expert artisan, and the skillful enchanter. Oh, haha. I added her anyway. I was like, hey, you want to come to my stream? I don't even know what time it is where she is, but it might be early in the day. It might be dinner time. I'm really bad at time, but I know she's in a different time zone. So it might be lunchtime there. I think dinner time. I'm pretty sure. She's on the same time zone as you, I think. I don't know. I'm bad at time. Okay. So anyway, God's listing off people and he says, I will make mere lads of their princes. And that means stupid children to rule over them. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. And the people will be oppressed, each one by another, and each one by his neighbor. The youth will storm against the elder, and the inferior against the honorable. Then, oh, when a man lays hold of his brother in his father's house, you have a cloak, you shall be a ruler. These ruins will be under your charge. On that day, will he protest, saying, I will not be your healer, for in my house there is neither bread, there is neither bread or cloak. You should not appoint me ruler of the people. For Jerusalem has stumbled, and Judah has fallen, because their speech and actions are against the Lord, to rebel against his glorious presence. That's a Jesus thing. That's a Jesus thing. Okay. Anyway, the expression on their faces bears witness against them, and they display their sin like Sodom. They do not even conceal it. Woe to them! for they have brought evil on themselves. Say to the righteous that will go to, oh, that it will go well for them. For they will eat the fruit of their action. Woe to the wicked! It will go badly with him, for what he deserves will be done to him. My people, their oppressors, are children, and women rule over them. Not for long. My people who guide you lead you astray and confuse the directions of your path. See, that's what I'm saying. This shit happening in America is by design to piss God off. I've been saying that. Look, they're trying to piss God off and blame America so God don't fuck them up. But God's gonna fuck them up anyway because it's their fault being rat snakes with cockroach legs. You know, these terrible ass fucking people. The Lord arises to contend and stands to judge the people. The Lord enters into judgment with the elders and princes of his people. It is you that have devoured the vineyard. The plunder of the poor is in your houses. What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the faith of the poor? Declares me God. Moreover, because the daughters of Zion are proud and walk with heads held high and seductive eyes, and go along with menacing steps, and tinkle the bangles on their feet. Therefore, the Lord will afflict the scalp of the daughters of Zion with scabs, and the Lord will make their foreheads bare. Ooh, receding hairline. That's why you guys wear that thing on your head. Makes sense. Whatever. And that day, the Lord will take away the beauty of their anklet, headband, and crescent ornament. That's Muslim. That is their thing. The crescent. He's like, I'm gonna get rid of the Muslim. Dangling earrings, bracelets, veils, headdresses, ankle chains, sashes, perfume boxes, amulets, finger rings, nose rings, festal robes, outer tunics, cloaks, money purses, hand mirrors, and undergarments, turbans, and veil. Now, it will come about that instead of sweet perfume, there will be purification. Instead of a belt, a rope. Instead of well set hair, buckled out, plucked out scalp. Instead of fine clothes, a donning of the t-shirt and diaper. Branding instead of beauty. Your men will fall by the sword, and your mighty ones in battle. and her gate will lament and mourn, and deserted she will sit on the ground. Yeah, that is the end of that chapter. So, Miss Muddy, what do you think?
Okay, there we go. Out of God voice, so don't worry. Wonder where everybody is. Especially Neil. He's easily here by now. But what do you think, Miss Oh, yeah, it's loud where you are, so you'd probably just hear for moral support. Wanting to do better. I didn't even shut up in my real chat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like it does seem like he's like, you guys suck. Like, really? Do I have to fuck you up this bad to get you to listen? The answer's like, well, it seems like it. God's gonna have to do extra work to, um, yeah, like God's gonna have to do extra shit to get them to pay attention. But that whole crescent thing, that also happens in, um, in one of the books where the people fight a different people and then like they take all their crescent moons and shit. They cut them off their animals and get rid of them. So it's like that was the ancient Muslims, maybe something like that, because like the crescent moon always has to do with the Muslims and shit. And I think those are the ones that descended from Lot, or not Lot, um, Esau. Like when Esau and Jacob separated, or from Ishmael, which is one of Moses' sons. So it probably started with Ishmael, and then a different version of them with Esau. It's like why each of their religion is split off. You know, there's different kinds, I guess, like Christians, there's different, or like the like the new terrible ass God people. There's some that believe in Jesus and some that don't. Like these type of people are always splitting off into their own thing, like Christians do. Or it's something like that, because I don't exactly understand most things about Muslims, but I did hear that there is a couple of different kind of Muslims, but they both lie to further their religion. Both kinds lie to further their religion because they're allowed to. It's called a hudna, something like that. It's a tricksy word. It means to lie or to. It's a lie, is what it is. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but you can lie. Well, yeah, everything boils down to hopium. It's all hopium. But more than likely, this is true hopium. It's actually something that's going to happen. We are all going to go to front of line. When we get to heaven, there's a line. You know, Jesus talks about it. The last will be first, and the first will be last. There, like the people that think they're good are going to end up at the back of the line, probably in some kind of purgatory. They'll just always be waiting to go to heaven, and the line will be cut in front of them all the time. Like some people join them, just like some people join the front of the line. And that's where we party with God before He lets us into heaven. Or that's my hope anyway. That's what Jesus made it sound like. There's like a conga line going to heaven and an elevator at the back of the line with a whole bunch of people stuffed into a giant elevator. They don't even get to go to hell. They get to they get to just sit there and wait, which is cool with me. Like I said, I'll be in the middle of the line because I only think I'm somewhat awesome. God will get to me eventually. But at least I'll be able to hear the music and I'll be dancing by myself, waiting in the line to heaven. Yep. But my first experience was kind of dying. I actually got to be in the ghetto of heaven where you draw on the floor with a stick and Jesus visits because that's his kind of place. Yep. It was amazing. I got a hug. And I asked this question before. Miss Muddy, are you still here? And I know we still got to go to chapter 4, but I want to ask you something. If you were to meet Jesus, would you want to hug or would you want to ask him a question? Although, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to smoke that joint. Yeah, I'll smoke the cigarette. A hug. But I'm going to tell you, when I was in that coma and I was in heaven for a little bit, I was sitting there on the floor drawing something and on the dirt floor. Don't ask me what it was, I have no idea. But I was drawing something on the floor. And then this person walked in, right? And like he came in, it was like really dark wherever I was, and the door opened and somebody stepped in with like the sun behind him, like the big light. And I said, "Oh my God, it's you." And I ran and hugged him. And then I woke up in the hospital. Yep. October 2nd, the day Tom Petty died. Yep. Swear to God on everything I love. It was like a week after Hugh Hefner died, or maybe a couple, like less than a week before. I don't exactly know, but I know Tom Petty died on that day, and shortly before that, Hugh Hefner died. Yep. God chose me over Tom Petty because Tom Petty didn't have to die. He could have read the Bible out loud on camera, but God chose me to read the Bible out loud on camera, probably because I'm highly effective at it. Well, at least I think I'm highly effective at it. Yeah. And I felt it, my stomach down there. Like, I felt it all the way down there. And I turned around and I said, "Oh my God, it's you." And I ran and gave him a hug. Jesus didn't even have time to talk to me or say hi. I just automatically knew. I don't know how I knew. But as soon as I got that feeling, the door opened, and I said, "It's you. Can I have a hug?" And just hugged him. Because I'm really abrasive in real life, and I will just hug you without asking you, which I should probably ask people, but I never do. I love hugs. Hugs are my absolute favorite. It's always like, I need a hug. My therapist said that's how she knows I have post-traumatic stress disorder because nobody walks around doing that except for me. I love hugging people. Everybody needs a fucking hug, man. I don't care who you are. Everybody needs a hug. Even Dustin, as abrasive and intimidating as he is, he'll always give me a hug. Even though he breathes heavy, like, Mike, don't do that. Don't breathe heavy. Hugs are important. But he's like, whatever you say. But he always gives me a hug. Do you think Jesus like that? That I gave him a hug and didn't bog him down with questions. I didn't even have a question in my head. I never thought about what I would ask Jesus. Never even crossed my mind. I was just like, hug me. Yep, I'm absolute. I don't know if that's terrible or not. I don't think it's terrible. I think more people need to give hugs. I absolutely love hugs, and I want more people to give me hugs. Speaking of hugs and things we weren't talking about, I have a neurology appointment on Halloween. Like it's literally on Halloween. I want to go up dressed as a Bible lady. What do you think? If I went to my neurology appointment, Dustin doesn't want me to. My therapist said that might be fun. My neurologist might like it. And I told Dustin that, like, the neurologist is absolutely going to love the Bible lady. And I'm going to wear the actual Bible lady outfit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wear the black dress. The yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Right. You don't even gotta dare me because it's in my mind. But I'm gonna wear my Devon Dudley sunglasses. Yep. I'm gonna do the most. But I told Dustin I'll wear makeup. Even though I don't want to wear makeup, the Bible lady would never wear makeup. Yeah. But I'm gonna go, even if Dustin tells me no. It's like, no, no, no. It's Halloween. I'm allowed to dress up. I don't even care. She'll love it. It'll make her day. Because who else is gonna dress up? They're all professional fucking doctors and shit. They can't dress up. And I'm sure none of the patients are gonna dress up. So why don't I dress up? I'll take my comfort walking stick and everything. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do. Is somebody in Discord? Oh shit. Hold on. I don't know how to shut this off. Okay. How you? Okay. I want to take off my phone. You take it off. Shit. I don't know how to shut it off. Son of a bitch. I don't know how to shut it off. Oh fuck, timer is bedtime. See my upcoming event. I don't know how to change this thing. I don't know how to shut it off. I don't know how to shut off the bedtime mode, but hold on. I gotta. Damn. No, it's not gonna answer. Oh my god. You better answer. I'm not gonna be able to answer my phone. Damn, I'm gonna have to pay attention to my phone or call in like, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. I don't know how to shut turn off for now. Oh, cool. I turned it off and it worked. Okay, there. That's how you do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that took so long. but we'll read this chapter 4. Okay? Man, see, God is so fucking mad. Like, how do these guys handle that? Like, do you think they feel God's anger? Or is God just making them talk shit? Like, I can imagine God's rage filled in these people and their skin nearly shaking their bones loose, you know? Like, just walk around vibrating with God's anger. This is crazy. Okay, so we're going back to God voice.
For 7 women will take hold of one man in that day, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our reproach. That's a Jesus thing. That's a Jesus thing, right? Miss Muddy. That's a Jesus thing, ain't it? Because all the women want to touch Jesus. They're like, make us hose bags no more, you know? And Jesus is like, I will gladly make you not a hose bag. Yeah, okay. And that day, the branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth will be the pride and the atonement of the survivors of these terrible ass people. And it will come about that he who is left in Zion, the city of David, and remains in Jewland, will be called holy. Everyone who is recorded for life in Jewland. When the Lord has washed away the filth from the daughters of the city of David and purged the bloodshed of Julian from their midst by the spirit of judgment and the spirit of burning. That the Lord will create over the whole area of the city of David and over her assembly a cloud by day, even smoke, and the brightness of a flaming fire by night. For over all the glory will be a canopy, and there will be a shelter to give shade from the heat by the day, and a refuge and protection from the storms and the rain. Hey Neil, hi. How are you? Okay, so chapter 5, it's like a page. How many minutes are we at? 44. And I spent 10, well, maybe 20 minutes talking about nothing, like 5 in the beginning and 15 here a minute ago. Sorry about that. Okay. So,
Yeah. So, Neil, how long have you been here? Are you feeling better? I bet you're not feeling better. Never mind, don't answer that because I have a bad time asking that question, knowing people aren't okay. Don't worry, you're not the only person I do it to. I just, I love people and I want them to be okay. Actually, that's probably not true. I don't love all people because it only takes one time for a person to piss me off before. I never forgive them again. Real problem I have. Doing good, thanks. I appreciate you answering that question when I already knew the answer. It, as a thing, I shouldn't ask questions I already know the answer to. But sometimes I think I'm a lawyer. But, okay. Now, we're going to talk. Well, do we want to go on to chapter 5? I mean, I got a few minutes. Nobody really showed up, except for Miss Muddy here. Okay. Okay, as long as you're good. Do you want to read chapter 5? I mean, it's 2 pages long, like 2 and like 1/4 of a page, 1/3 of a page. So it's like 2 1/3 pages. Hi, Neil. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hi, Miss Mudduck. This is, I think, the chapter we just read is like a Jesus, like a Jesus thing. It's hopium. I think Henry might be here. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do chapter 5. How late is it? Do you guys want to do chapter 5? It's 11:11. Pray for Trump. Dear God, make Trump okay and save America. Okay. I'm sitting here for a long time. I should probably read chapter 5. Huh? Nobody's answering. Up to me. I told you guys, don't leave things up to me. I'm really bad at deciding. Uh, we'll do chapter 5. There's 3 people watching. So, yeah, we'll do chapter 5. Okay. So we're still in God voice.
Okay. Let me sing now for my beloved. What? God. God is doing karaoke. Swear to God. I swear on myself I'm doing karaoke. We're at a bar. I've I've seen it all now. I've heard it all. I don't remember God singing karaoke. uh, Gottarati. Look, look, it's Gottarati. It's, uh, God actually has a rap song in the Bible. It's probably not a rap song. It's probably one of those swing songs. You know, if I knew how to play ancient music, we could put some music to this. And I bet it'd be happy trumpet music. God is out of control. I I just can't. It's a page and a half of song. Like God wrote this. Gottarati karaoke. Here we go. Let me sing now for my beloved, a song of my beloved concerning his vineyard. My well beloved had a vineyard on a fertile hill. Oh, Gottarati by my CD, and he dug it all around, removed its stone. Ah, you have to sit through my song. Yeah, we removed stones and planted it with the choicest vine. It was the biggest seed. So you know it was going to be the best one. Never mind, I'm singing my song. And he built a tower in the middle of it and hewed out a vine bed in it. Then he expected it to produce good grapes, but it produced worthless ones. Gottarati, buy my CD. And now, O inhabitants of Jewland and men of Judah, judge between me and my vineyard. Well, you know they're going to pick the liquor. What more was there to do for my vineyard that I have not done with it? Next time, Smick, pick a small seed. Oh, I'm tired tonight. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys like my song? Oh, it's okay. It's almost over. Why, when I expected it to produce good grades, it produced worthless ones because it was the biggest seed. You already know the biggest seed is the bad one. So now let me tell you what I am going to do. My vineyard, I will remove its head, and it will be consumed. I, I can't sing. I'm trying so hard. Look, it should be a metal song. I could do it better if it was metal, but this is such too happy of a music. Yeah, you people have made me so depressed. I don't know how to do happy music anymore. I'm gonna do happy music. I'm gonna say, fuck y'all against the wall. I'm singing happy. Yeah. I will break down its wall, and it will become trampled ground, and I will lay it waste, and it will not be pruned for or hoed. It will not be pruned or hoed, but briars and thorns will come up. I will also charge the clouds to rain on it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts, the house of these terrible ass people, and the men of Judah, his delightful plant. Thus he looked for justice, but behold, was bloodshed for righteous, but beyond, behold, a cry of distress. Woe to those who add house to house and join field to field. Never ends well until there is no more room, so that you have to live alone in the midst of the land. In my ear, the Lord of hosts has sworn on himself, surely many houses shall become desolate, even great and fine ones without occupant. Burn down, for 10 acres of vineyard will only yield one bath of wine, and a homer of seal will yield an ephah of grain. Woe to those who rise early in the morning, that they may pursue strong drink. Oh, yeah, no drinking before noon. What are these people doing? Who stay up late in the evening, that wine may inflame them, and their bouquets are accompanied to lyre and harp, tambourine and flute by wine, but they do not pay attention to the needs of the Lord, for they consider the work of his hands. Because you guys suck. Therefore, my people go into exile for their lack of knowledge, and their abominable men are famished, and their multitude is parched with thirst. Therefore, Sheol, which is this is hell, and what the New Testament calls Hades, which is a totally different religion, by the way. But anyway, it's actually called Sheol. Has enlarged us. No, they have enlarged its throat. I will, yeah, I know, but what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a story. Look, I can't even get you off of me. No, don't get comfy. I'm in the middle of my story. Yeah, you're so beautiful. But I'm in the middle of my story. Yeah, I love you. But I'm in the middle of my story. Yeah, but I'm in the middle of my story. There. Okay. So, anyway, Sheol is the original word for hell. Okay. Therefore, Sheol has enlarged its throat and opened its mouth without measure. It's taken oil. Yeah, okay. And Julian's splendor, her multitude, her din, of revelry, and the jubilant within her descend into it. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So, the common man will be humble, and the man of importance, abased. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening. The eyes of the proud will be abased, but the Lord of hosts will be exalted in judgment. And the holy God will show himself holy and righteousness. Then the lambs will graze in their pasture. That's a sheep dressed like wolves. That's us. We're going to eat lots of grass. It's going to be great. Yeah, we're going to eat grass. Yeah, we love that. And strangers will eat in the waste places of the wealthy. Yeah, we're going to eat a ram's horn. It's going to be great. Woe to those who drag iniquity with the cords of falsehood and sin as if with cart ropes. Nobody knows what that means. Who said, let him make speed, let him hasten his work, that we may see it. Andale, andale, arriba, arriba. Yeah, and let the purpose of the Holy One of True Land draw near and come to pass, that we may know it. Woe to those who shall call evil good and good evil. Like right now, woe to y'all mofos. Gonna get it. It's catching up to you. Yeah, good job. Look, who substitute darkness for light and light for darkness? Who substitute bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter? Well, listen, sweet and sour sauce is amazing. I just, look, you can't do it. Sweet and sour sauce is amazing. Is that different? Hopefully that's different. Or I'm definitely going to hell. But, or the sweet and spicy Thai curry sauce or whatever, that shit is amazing. And I'm not one for foreign food, except for Arabic food. I eat Arabic food. It's lamb and rice and pita bread and ranch and pickled beets. Yeah. It's just pretty good. But anyway, woe to those who are wise in their own eyes and clever in their own sight. Woe to those who are heroes in drinking wine and want them, oh, and valiant in men mixing strong drink. The bartenders, look, they don't even get paid a lot. Look, the bartenders, they don't deserve to get it. Who justify the wicked for a bribe and take away the right of the ones who are in the right? Warning, Will Robinson. It is danger. Therefore, as a tongue of fire consumes stubble and dry grass, collapses into flame, so their root will become rot, and their bosom blow away as dust. For they have rejected the law and the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. On this account, the danger of the Lord has burned against his people. They probably deserve it. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. It's a thing. And he has stretched out his hand against them and struck them down. This is the longest song in the history of song. And I bet there was a guitar solo in here, right? And like, quick, 5 minute flute solo like for Jethro Tull. And then they had a guitar solo like it was Motley Crue in the 80s. Look, it's a whole fucking thing. Yeah, I'm sure. There was. Good night, Neil. I'm sure he already left. But good night. Godarati was finishing his song on his CD. Man, everybody left. No, people don't leave. The song's almost over. Okay, so hold on. And he stretched out his hand against them and struck them down. And the mountains quaked, and their corpses lay like refuse in the middle of the street. For his anger is not spent, but his hand is still stretched out. Okay. And he will lift up a standard to the distant nation and will whistle for it from the ends of the earth. And behold, it will come with speed swiftly. No one in its weary. No one in it is weary or stumbles. None slumbers or sleeps. Nor is his belt at its waist undone. nor is a single strip broken. Its arrows are sharp and its bows are bent. The roof of its horses seemed like flint, and its chariot wheels like a whirlwind. It's roaring like a lioness, and it roars like young lions. It growls as it seizes its prey, and carries it off with no one to deliver it, and it shall growl over it. That was a quick guitar solo because the song's almost over. And it shall growl over it in the day, like the roaring of the sea. If one looks on the land, behold, there is darkness and distress. Even the light is darkened by its clouds. Song over. Okay. So, is everybody going to bed? Are we done with that song? It's Scotterati by a CD. Look, Scotterati.
Thank you, Gatorati, for that wonderful song. Yes, everybody at Gatorati, clap. Welcome, and we are going to end our show with that styling of Gatorati. He has the best CD out there. Everybody should pick it up. Again, it's Gatorati, and that song was Isiah 5. That's what it's called, Isiah 5. No, yeah, Isiah 5. I'm so silly. Look, I'm crazy. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit that like button. Thank you for listening to Gatorati's whole song. He doesn't have a CD yet, but he will eventually. So get on the pre-order list. I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. We do this every night at about 10:15. So make sure you come and check it out. God will be here. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. It's time to give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you. Goodbye. Oh, shit. I didn't even hit the outro, so my bad. Love you. Bye. I don't know why it starts out that long, but I turned it. All right. Good night, guys. Love